about like 50. That was East St. Louis. I mean, it was something. I mean, this was the kind of school that we can literally, the whole school year, as God is my witness, I don't remember taking one test the whole school year. East St. Louis, you know anything about East St. Louis, 100% black city, very impoverished, very poor, almost everybody gang members in the city. And it was one teacher though, Miss Reese. She was a little different. She was like some of you in here, like that elderly southern type black woman that didn't play. That would straight up smack you upside your head when you got out of line, that would grab you by your ear and say, boy, go sit down. That was Miss Reese. Every classroom, literally, we would walk out of class in math, science, and all these classes. We would walk out of class, walk to the projects, go get some chicken, macaroni and cheese, doing class, come back to class, eat, smoke weed, shoot dice and everything while the teacher was right there and nothing would be said. Wow. But in Miss Reese's class, it was a different breed. So you walk in Miss Reese's class, you better pull your pants up, you better take that hat off and everything, because she didn't play. She was mean, she was something else. And Miss Reese would look at you and say, y'all ain't no animals, y'all ain't no savages. And she would tell us about our history, y'all come from kings and queens, and we'd be like, what Miss Reese talking about? You know, we drunk and high, we kings and queens, you know, we had no clue Miss Reese was talking about, but she was trying to instill something in us, right? And in that classroom, the children who were disrespectful and disobedient, in every other classroom, Miss Reese taught English. I'm talking about if I didn't learn nothing else in East St. Louis to this day, I know about adjectives, onomatopoeia, prepositional phrases, adverbs. To this day, I know that because of Miss Reese. And the thing is, when I look back on my life, the only difference between Miss Reese and all them other teachers, first lesson is expectation. Miss Reese had a higher expectation. Everybody else expected us to act like that because we from the project, we from the hood, our mothers was crackheads and heroin addicts, and we know our daddies and stuff like that, so they expected us to act just like that, but not Miss Reese. She's like, no, y'all not in my class, y'all not. Y'all gonna act civilized. I know it's something better than y'all. And I'm telling you, the same student that was acting a zip daggone fool in every other class, we was raising our hand in Miss Reese's class. We couldn't wait to get to the board to answer questions in Miss Reese's class because her expectation of us was so high. You know what that taught me, as I look back on it as an adult, that when you have high expectations about young people, they rise up to their expectation. Most of us don't have high expectations about children. We see their pants down, we don't say nothing. We see them high, we just walk over them. You know, the community somewhat changed a little bit, right? Example number 2. I worked in one of the worst high schools. I got a job with a nonprofit. And they put me in one of the worst high schools in St. Louis and East St. Louis. And there was a young brother there who was a Crip. I let her tell this story there because his name was Pig. Now, y'all know my name Muhammad, so I'm a Muslim, right? So I had a problem calling this brother Pig because I don't eat pork, right? So I say, but I'm gonna call you little chicken wing, something like that, but I can't call you Pig, brother, you know, I don't deal with pork, right? And he was a tough little guy, real rough little guy, right? In and out of trouble. Pig's mother come up to the school one day, she said, Mr. Muhammad, save my son. He said, Daddy just got killed. His uncle got life without parole. His big brother just got sentenced to prison 30 years. She said, he's the only male adult left in my family. Can y'all save him? She said, what do I have to sign, Brother Muhammad? I would sign something to say y'all can literally whoop his ass if he get out of line and I won't see the school. I would sign that because she wanted to save her son. I say, ma'am, we're going to do the best we can, but in the end, it's going to be his choice. So he's going to have to choose, right? So Pig, one day he was acting up. He was messing with one of the sister teachers, and he calling all kind of B's and H's and everything. And they would get on the intercom, Brother Muhammad, I wasn't a teacher. I was work with the gang task force, but I was like the security and everything because I didn't play them little brother like I was the police. So when they get caught, when I catch them with dope, I would take their dope, flush it down the toilet. Their guns, I would take it and give it to them after school, outside the school grounds. But I would never call the police on them because I wasn't in the police thing, right? I'm just saying, you know, all I'm gonna say is Ferguson, Missouri. You know, I'm doing the police thing, right? So I didn't call the police on them, right? And because of that, though, he created a connection between me and them, right? And this brother was acting up. And this one big old tall brother, who was a teacher, Brother Mac, he's about one of them big 6'7", big strapping black men, the deep voice, very white voice and stuff. He and I got to the classroom at the same time. And we calmed the brother down. He was hollering. Brother Mac grabbed this young brother, straight up gangbang, hustler, killer and everything. He grabbed him. And he said, Pig, calm down. He said, man, I love you. Man, this little dude hurt. I mean, that stopped him. He looked up at Brother Mac and he started crying. He said, I ain't never have a man to tell me he loved me. You know what I'm saying? I got to thinking back when he said that, I'm like, man, I got to think of my uncles and I'm like, they never told me, not a man. That ain't something we really do. You know, the brothers in the hood, when we say I love you, we give you a dap, you know, what's up? You my little man, you my little soldier, but not I love you. When this black man told this young black male boy that I love you, it blew his mind. He started crying. Now, of course, I went to a conference in Atlanta, a youth conference, got a phone call. Pig was killed in a carjacking. Tried to carjack somebody, they shot the little brother in the head and killed him. That tore my heart up. But I seen what love can do though. Just for that brief moment, I seen the power of love. Another example, this young brother, Chris. 14 years old, he was a blood. Him and Pig stayed into it all the time, right? Different neighborhoods, one blood, one crap. And this brother stayed in trouble. We had a mentoring program. We got Chris in our mentoring program. We was making significant strides with this young brother. I thought we was like really getting to him. You know how you tell a student like, I'm reaching him. It ain't fast, but you just know I'm getting to him though, right? He's one of them kind of young guys. He got into one more fight. They wound up kicking him out of school indefinitely. When I hear that, I'm like, man, we almost got the little brother. Man, y'all can't put him out now. What he gonna do? He gonna go to the streets. His whole neighborhood, gangbangers. He gonna get killed out there. I go do a home visit. I know that ain't popular today with teachers, but I went and did a home visit on this brother. Man, what I found out blew my mind. Look, man, he's 14. When he was 12 years old, he watched his daddy get shot in the head, killed right in front of him. His mama got she was so ill affected, she got strung out on heroin at 13 years old. His mama smoked heroin and OD'd on heroin. Him and his sister trying to revive mama as foam coming out of her mouth. Never had no counseling, never had no professional help or nothing. They were turned over to a grandmother who was an alcoholic and had an addiction to gambling. So all of the SSI money that was coming in, Granny was taking all that, going to the boat and drinking it up. Now, I'm putting myself in his shoes and say, well, hell, I'll be angry as hell too if I was that young man. He got no love, no support, nowhere. When I brought this back to the school, I said, do anybody know this part? That this was his reality? Nobody knew, because nobody cared. They just looked at him and said he was hard-headed. He deserved it, right? So the thing is this right here. Listen, as educators, you all are like farmers planting seeds. See, somebody planted seeds in me when I was a young man. Real talk, I was hard-headed as hell. I gave all you teachers a nervous breakdown. Real talk. I mean, I was that kind of young man, right? I look innocent. I already wasn't that like that, right? And I'm saying like, but somebody took time to plant seeds in my head though when I was younger. When I went to penitentiary though, I started reading books and had 48 months of solitary confinement here. You can't do nothing but read. I can't do nothing else. You know, so I'm thinking now. I'm thinking on these seeds now. I'm reading all these books and I'm like, and these seeds are watering though. And the thing I look at that is that some of us, we stop planting seeds because you think that little Ray Ray is so hard-headed, you think that he Rocky Saw. But you don't know that Ray Ray not really hard-headed for real. He not Rocky Saw. Ray Ray got to put up that hard exterior. He got to act hard because everybody around me hard. He got to act hard because I got to put this tough image up. So sometimes the thing is we don't plant seeds because we think the soil ain't worthy. So we stop being planting seeds in some of these young people. Little Ray Ray and Pookie and Junebug now. Some people stop, they just write you off. Y'all know them students y'all in y'all classroom. Y'all know just one of them students, or maybe two, but I ain't gonna need to pay them no attention. Go to the office. I ain't even talk to you no more. You hard-headed boy, you get on my nerve, you too disruptive, you too disrespectful, just go to the office. But I'm telling you straight up, that exterior is not real. That exterior ain't real. You're looking at somebody who know, I'm telling you what I know. In and out your house, stealing your car jacking, pistol popping, that was me at a very young age. That exterior was not real. You know what I was doing? I was crying out for something. Real talk, I was crying out for something. Because see, I like to tell this story about my mother, because my mother, she was something else. And my mother, when I was coming up, she was the go-to person in the neighborhood. I love talking about my mama. You know, she transitioned a couple years ago to the ancestors. But she was a go-to person. You know, the kind of person in the hood that if your daughter got pregnant at 12, call Cherry. She knew what to do about that. Because she had 5 babies by the time she was 20, right? You had some drama in the hood, call Cherry. She carried 2 big thumpers. She coming and ain't scared to pop her. That's my mama in a real way. Your water got turned off? Hell, call Cherry. She gonna cut that thing back off. You gonna have to free water for a month. That's my mama. Everybody relied on Cherry when I was coming up. But when I got locked up, Cherry wasn't that for me. And I grew a straight up hatred for my own mother. I hated my own mother, and that hate became real strong in me. And I tell this story sometimes on professional stages about my mother because it taught me a valuable lesson. That hate festered in me for 7 years. Can you imagine? You calling. You have a collect call from Missouri Department of Correction. When you accept this call, click. What the hell? Tomorrow, you have a collect call from Missouri Department of Correction. When you accept, click. Damn, I'm writing letters. Mama, I'm 48 months solitary confinement now. I'm 16, 17, 18 years old. I'm a lamb among wolves, right? I need the one person who, everybody calling on me to get in trouble. If it ain't Jesus, it's your mama, right? I need my mama, right?